nice. We're going to be in for a best of 5, Dan. I believe the first map is going to be Train. Perhaps we can see what the other maps are going to be in this best of 5 again. The victor of this best of 5 will be going into the North American segment of the ECS League, which is going to start this weekend. Splyce, a team which were in the major, went up against the big dogs Fnatic, didn't have a very good time of it. There's not much to say about that, to be honest, but we can have a look at the maps quickly. Train, Cash, Inferno, Cobblestone, and Dust 2. I don't know that we can really glean much from the maps with regards to these teams. Obviously, Echo Fox is a relatively new team, and Splyce we haven't seen much of.
I mean, they did play Train at the major, but they played it against Fnatic. And the only real takeaway from that match was that Davey hit some nice AWP shots, basically, and was able to kill some Fnatic guys. But they kind of got stomped there, and you can't really be surprised. You know, that's not. I mean,
they should get stomped.
You get stomped against Fnatic. That's basically almost every team in the world.
Yeah.
So that's not really a big deal. They played FaZe on Inferno, which is maybe FaZe's best map, and they got kind of stomped there as well. Again, it's something. This is best of 1. Again, you can't really draw many conclusions from that. So yeah, you know, obviously Splyce managed to qualify, which was a bit of a surprise to many people.
Well, they were basically a wildcard entry into the qualifier overall. So I don't know that they qualified. Well, they didn't qualify for the qualifier. So there we go, indeed a super wildcard, and we're seeing them here again. On the plus side, they have a super nice foil sticker down.
Yeah. And I believe we met Davey at the TWC as well. Nice dude, good AWP skills too. So let's see what these teams are going to be capable of against each other in this matchup. They're going to be in for the long haul as well in this best of 5, and we get the classic movement through Ali with the pistol round. It's such a classic pistol round, but as you can see, this time around it's not going to really give all that much to work with for this DT side. Splyce don't have much left; they just have a Professor Chaos, and right now Echo Fox they don't have the bomb. It is with Professor Chaos, but they know exactly where he is. And I mean, this is going to be pretty hard. He's got to plant the bomb, and there's 2 players very close. He's just going to pull the bomb out and go for it, but
go for it.
Not going to happen.
So Echo Fox will take the first round. We can see that Roka is still playing for Echo Fox at the moment, who is apparently a stand-in, right? I'm not even sure who he's replacing. Is that a bad thing?
Well, Roka is probably going to be joining the team.
Yeah.
Is the thoughts.
Standing in for TCK. Thank you, Mr. Producer Reese. So yeah, let's see how this goes. One would assume perhaps it's a trial or something like that. I think Richard Lewis did say that on Breitbart, that there were going to be some big changes in the Echo Fox side.
It makes a lot of sense, and as far as the trial goes, I don't know if you really need to trial a guy that's better than everyone else on the team. so I don't know about that, but yeah. And Echo Fox are going to start out with a 2-0 lead, and Train is a big test for a T side. You know, we saw this earlier today. We had a best of 5 with Mousesports and Hellraisers, and the last map actually was actually a Train. It was a very bizarre one, but it was due to the fact that both teams struggled greatly with having well-constructed rounds on the T sides. So we'll have to see whether or not Splyce have some nice tricks up their sleeves, due to the fact that they have been together for a while. Obviously, you know, getting into the major, they definitely would have been putting some extra work into their strats. And already they've managed to pick off Rick, so it's looking a little bit scary for Echo Fox to lose another player or 2, but they are going to be funneling in through to the alley into Mo's M4. So Mo is able to cut down the numbers here for Splyce on this T push, and looking pretty good right now. Although Mo is tagged down pretty low, it will in the end be only 2 men lost for Echo Fox as they go 3 rounds to the 0.
You saw Professor Chaos was trying to chase Mo down there towards Ivy, because he was heavily tagged, was Mo, but Mo managed to scurry away a little bit and then get the kill onto Professor Chaos, who was carrying the bomb. And that pretty much marks the end of the round there. So Echo Fox on the buy now, and it's Aria who's going to be AWPing for the CT side. Let's see Davey moving over towards Ivy, and the rest of the team, for the most part, going to be in A main or towards B and the pop log. So the T's quite spread out so far. We've got Mo concentrating on Ivy. Rix has a passive position halfway towards main. A2Z playing on the site. Sean Gares going to be rotating between B and A, with Roka playing on the A site itself. So you can see Roka's smoked off lower, concentrating on upper. Mo with the AWP though. Well, I mean, some teams where Sean Gares is playing connector, you might have an AWP playing there, so he can cover upper over towards B, while someone in Roka's position would be covering lower, but Mo is indeed covering Ivy, which is quite fine as well. You see Splyce starting to creep now. Rix's passive position towards main has allowed the T's to get in, and that's going to let Aria pick up Mo.
And the push towards quad is not going to pan out. Rix has himself a defensive position there, but the trades are coming in now, and the AWP for Aria has been enabled. Boom. Good long-range connection there towards Ali, and that's going to mean a 3 versus 2 for Splyce. They still need to get the bomb planted, but B is even an option potentially for them right now, because they don't have forward positioning on the A bomb site, and there's only 2 players left for the CTs, so they could easily regroup back to B if they really wanted to, but they're going to commit into the A site where there are both CTs with full attention. But as it is train, which way do you look is often going to be a very pertinent question, as we'll see both players in the end cleaned up. So Splyce winning one straight back against Echo Fox with a simple play into A yard. Yeah,
it was a curious setup for the Echo Fox side. I'm not sure if anybody was actually keeping eyes on main, because Rix's position was just kind of holding the T's from crossing a certain channel. So I do wonder if Echo Fox's plan was to allow the T's to get certain map control in B, but then Mo's positioning allowed him to get picked eventually by Aria all the way from main. So didn't work out for Echo Fox then. You can see they've gone for the 4 spy, so 3 rifles on the side and 2 pistols. We've got 3 players over towards Ivy for the T side who are currently smoked off. So this push from the CTs might be quite timely, but if it is successful, I do wonder how the T's might react to it. Mo's not currently watching the Ivy position, but though he is around it. Let's see if Abe is going to spot something here. Pop flash comes in, but it's not going to go and do anything to those CTs. Went over their heads, I think, so way too far for that angle. That's given a good advantage for the CT side. Mo unable to get anything with the M4 he had holding Ivy, and the remaining T's will move into the A bomb site. Davey going towards the back where he might meet A2Z. And indeed, A2Z will take him down with the M4, so this is looking really bad for Splyce at the moment. We've got 3 rifles now on the Echo Fox side. Rick still moving with the CZ. Oh, JR with a nice flank there, but Rix is coming in just in time to stop it. Round goes to Echo Fox.
That's a pretty important one too. I mean, the bomb does go down for Splyce, so of course they're going to be able to make sure they can keep the pressure up. Actually, let's see how it looks for them. I mean, there was only 2 kills here, so there could be an incentive. If they have the execute, I think they should go for it, because they can afford at least. They could get 2 AKs out and 3 Tech 9s with grenades and Kevlars and stuff. So they could definitely go for the full force here. Looks like they're going kind of middle of the road, but it'd be really nice to keep the pressure up, to just keep the money down and just keep the AWPs away from Mo and so on and so forth. But we're going to see now the push into the yard with the smokes, so they're going to try to make it happen on this little execute without full investment. And so far, they'll get really far forward because of those smokes, but will they be able to get any kills with the bomb? Looks like it's just a bomb planted, and
ooh, JR's got 3 headshots in very quick succession. Davey with a flank as well. They can suddenly actually win the round. The Deagle, finally getting shots, doesn't have it left. Rix with 49. I'm not sure if he had any bullets left in the Deagle. Maybe 1, but there we go.
Wow.
JR coming in with the plays there. 3 headshots out of nowhere. Look how expensive that was for the CT side.
Yeah, that's really expensive.
That was mad expensive, yo.
Yeah, I mean, this is obviously going to be really hard now for Echo Fox, because they have to hold on to their momentum now and their economy. They got to make a clean victory of this one. They can't allow that to happen.
That cost them about $20,000.
Yeah. That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of monies. Okay, so Splyce with fast movements towards Pop and B. The bomb is with Aria at the moment. Well, Mo has 3 shots on multiple people there, but I think it's one of those ones where you go for a fast peek with an AWP and you see 2 people and you're not sure who to shoot, and you end up shooting nobody. Never good. So let's see. Wow, the rotation into the B bomb site is severe from Echo Fox, leaving Rix at the back of A looking towards Ivy. JR and Davey, though, over towards A, not doing much at the moment. And Ario's going to take down Sean Grills, leaving it in 5 versus 3, excuse me. So this is looking really hard for Echo Fox. And if you look at Splyce, they're still rotating to create a bigger chokehold on the entire map. A2Z pushing upper B, whereas A is in lower B now. But Davey's still pushing Ivy where Rix was, but he's rotating. Mo and A2Z going to start evening things up now, so they're looking pretty bad. Mo, I think he was still on the ladder when he went for that shot. Second shot's going to hit as well, so JR will get taken down. So 2 versus 2 now. We've got CTs in the high ground and in connector as well. They know where one is, they know where both are. Professor Chaos takes down A2Z, leaving Mo with 25 HP. So he needs to be pretty fast on this one. Does he know where Davey is? Ooh, Davey just needed the one bullet, landed it. Another run goes to Splyce, and the money's going to be pretty bad for the CT side now.
Yeah, it's very backwards and forwards. Reminiscent of the Mouse Sports versus Hellraiser game that we had earlier. If you missed that, try to spoil it for them, James.
Please do that.
Well, if you missed it, then Mouse Sports, they won in five maps. But we're going to have Echo Fox with an alley aggression to try to get something done, pick up a weapon, isolate a player, and that's exactly what's happened. Although, I don't know if they'll be able to grab the weapon. But will they get greedy? Will they try to go for the pickup there prematurely? Looks like they're holding. This is good. Mo is in position to maybe pop ahead. There are, of course, 3 players in the vicinity. They don't realize this, though. They don't actually realize that they had a great position there to maybe get another pick, which would have been pretty significant. Of course, after that pick, they're probably both going to die, but still, that's pretty good, pretty good damage. But this way, they're all going to stay alive, and we'll see 3 players for Echo Fox on B. So right now, they're moving around quite a lot, which is quite cool. But sooner rather than later, you're hoping to see them start to rotate a little bit more, so they can find a bit more information on the map and see where is the optimal place to position themselves. As the Ts are moving in towards the A bomb site now from the T main and Pop Dog locations. Mo is trying to spot for this safe as he can, but so far these Ts are being quite sneaky and quiet. And now finally they will be spotted. And unfortunately for the rest of Echo Fox by B, they might not really have the time to rotate before getting kind of blocked by these grenades. So bomb goes down thanks to JR. And looks rather hopeless here for Echo Fox. Not much more damage for them, unfortunately.
Well, you say that. Is he... Oh! I don't know how he would have got a knife there, but I would have respected the attempt. Sean's probably going to die. Indeed, he is. At least a piece of his pays for itself. 300 bonus for a 300 cost. So let's have a look at the money for the CT side, and it's still fairly ropey. Mo and A2Z and Roka have pretty bad money, so I think the double eco is going to be in order for the CT side. Never mind that. They're going to go for the force buy then. They've got a 2-round lead. And the MP9 is coming out onto Roka. Mo with the Mag 7. It's actually quite a reasonable buy. They've got loads of nades as well, no defuse kit, but they can definitely make this work. They seem to going to use some aggression here with a boost onto Rix. Oh, he had Dave in his crosshair, but he didn't know it. I like the idea there. Going to crouch to try and get a weird angle, but obviously the top of his body was still showing, and he will take one to the chest. Can A2Z even lumps up? No, he cannot. The force buy is failing for Echo Fox. 5 versus 2, and only JR's taken 9 points of damage. Other than that, the CTs have done absolutely nothing so far. I do like what they attempted though, but I think the lesson was learned, and it was an expensive one, that you can't boost up there and crouch and be safe from an AWP.
Yeah, I mean, there's always that risk where if you go for those boosts, I think commonly we saw it happen time and time again over by overpass on the A side on toilets. There's that boost setup to kind of look through the window, and it was used so many times. It was such a popular setup. But obviously, if you see someone's there, then you know there's 2 people standing right there, and falling back is very difficult. Same principle there. and Echo Fox's Mo will be doing well to save this AK now. And they've kind of lost grip of this one. Splyce looking quite strong, fighting back, and I'm actually more curious, or the thing for me that I'm looking forward to most is seeing how Davey plays on the CT side when he picks up the AWP, because he was so fantastic at the major with it, and so that's what excites me. But right now it's all about the T side for for Splyce rather, and we are seeing so far that Splyce are getting a bit of momentum, and looks to continue here unless Echo Fox are going to be throwing a wrench into the works with their pistols. I mean, Mo has saved that AK. You never know. Maybe if he's in the right place at the right time, he can do something. But that's Splyce going with a fast play into yard, which is pretty nice. They have some good nades to back this up. You don't take too many chances. Just kill all the pistoling players. Don't play a drawn-out round against these against the low eco, low economy of your opponents. And most of them get a frag there, and so does Roka as well. So it's actually going a little bit awry here for them. Very scary stuff. Another frag from Roka and from Sean Gez, and all of a sudden, James, it looks like they're in a lot of trouble. It's just Davey left with a Mac-10. Good nade. Oh wow, that's spot on.
That is beautiful.
Spot on.
First hit wins.
My God.
Roka was unlucky there.
So
at the fast peak.
So perhaps they need to think about some different anti-force bite drills or anti-eco drills, perhaps into the B side with some, with the correct nades and so on, because that was a little bit too scary. That knife is like a sword.
Yeah, Bowie. I don't have a Bowie. Perhaps I should get a Bowie. Yeah, it's a big knife. I have the M9 bayonet at home. I have the M9 bayonet knife, actually. Well, it's just an M9 bayonet and it's black. It's not like an actual CSGO knife. Smith & Wesson there. Well, we have the buy for both teams, and Professor Chaos is going to be eliminated. There are 4 smokes all over the A site here, and the Ts are pushing, and the CTs are streaming around those smokes. You can see them just charging in and shooting people in the chest at the moment. Aria's going to take one down. There's one to duel with over towards the E-box. Very nicely done by Aria. I think he just almost shot his teammate there. If I'm not mistaken, but look at the snaps from Aria. He is causing significant damage to the CT side. Nice little dancing on the ladder to find out where the CTs are, but does he realize that that's not the same CT that shot him? He doesn't seem to. Still looking towards Pop Dog. Use that smoke off the wall to give himself a bit of breathing room, but I think there might be a gap. Indeed there is, and he's going to mess up the flashbang as well, so things not going all that well for Aria right now. Rix and Rocker, I think, are almost holding the same angles. But there we go, Aria is beasting at the moment. He's got 4 kills, looking for the ace now. Picking up the M4. Roka is, he was on the side, I think. Oh, he's just about going to get the frag. Very nice play by Aria. I mean, that round should have been Echo Fox's with much more ease. Lots of nice snaps there by Aria to cause them yet more economical discomfort.
Yeah, they've basically been against the wall constantly when it comes to the money. It's almost surprising that they have 5 rounds at this point, but the first 5 were quite fast that they gained. And now it's back to the AWP for Mo, and Aria is AWPing for Splyce. Roka might have heard some footsteps there. He is prepared for the assault. But when will that be? We've had quite a slow play from Splyce now that they've taken secret control. They are quite spread across the map, actually. Looking for any early aggressions into the picks. Perhaps Aria can open things up here on the B bomb site. That would be quite fantastic. We saw some really sick shots here from Nico earlier today. Now here goes Sean, just expectant. I mean, they know that there are players up there, but at this point, so much time has passed. Now, there has to be a huge doubt in their mind if even anyone is there at all. So Echo Fox being made to play patiently as they wait for Splyce to make a move. And there is 50 seconds left on the clock now, so they have to start getting something happening pretty much now.
No, they don't, Dan. They can stand there for another 20 seconds at least.
They've been watching CIS teams
Indeed,
play.
they have, yeah.
And taking notes.
So Davies going for a push through A, making a lot of noise here, which should be a bit of a clue because there are 2 smokes over towards B bomb side. Davies getting frags though, and Sean isn't sure what to do with this, but he's going to get shot through the smoke in the face by Sean Grills. The CT of the high ground though is going to get more damage done to the T side, down to 2 versus 2 now. Coming through connector are the CTs. A2Z is going to the other side. He's dancing in the middle now. JR is on the bomb train itself. Actually, both teams are. So it's going to be a very interesting defense, and it's not going to really work out for them. Rick's taking down 2, and Echo Fox moves to 7-5 over Splyce. But again, every round we're seeing lots of players getting fragged here, so it is expensive for whoever might win. Second round in a row for Echo Fox.
All right, well, bouncing back, it was expensive. Splyce really made them wait for it, but now Splyce, I mean, depends how they read the money. Again, it's actually a spot where legitimately you can do detect 9 execute. It's actually going to do it, so that's I like that, because when you have such pressure on the CT economy and you have those outside executes, we saw that the last one they almost won the round, so why not do it again? We are going to see a fast play then. So how successful will it be this time? Or how on point will Echo Fox be this time? We've got Mo spotting pretty much everybody, and he's going to miss the nade there. And he's always going to suicide on it.
See you on Reddit, Mo.
Brilliant. And that's not going to be good. 3 versus 5 now. Echo Fox are going to be pushed all the way back as the bomb is planted on the A site. And Rick's is trying to find an angle now. His teammate smoked away. He's going to get people with the nade out. He does still make the frag happen, however.
Davies got the high ground. And that is a nice kill. So Sean Gears and Roka left versus 4. This is a bit of a slaughter for the CT side. The economy is about to be reset. And Roka manages to not fall down the ladder. There we go. Into the last 2 rounds of the first half, and Echo Fox, let's see what they choose to do. Do they force and try and win both, or do they eco and try to win one and get lucky in this one? It seems it will be the latter, as we have the odd pistol being brought up, but pretty much nothing else. Obviously, this is not the easiest map to do an anti-eco on, especially to the B bomb site. I have no idea what Ari was doing there, but I think he was trying to style with a flashbang. So we've got 3, almost 4 Ts over towards Ivy. Professor Chaos is holding passive towards main, and Abe is going to be the sole venturer towards the pop dog area, just keeping an eye on any flanks, any pushes coming in from the CT side. So if Ivy, excuse me, is the choice of Splyce, the question is how are they going to clear it? The smoke goes down to split any crossfire in half, and the MAC-10 will come into creep. But look at the play here from the... There's 2 CTs behind the smoke now. Mo and Second trying to charge through, but not getting any frags. Very slow approach from Splyce, and it's paid off.
Yep, 3 players left, 2 players left. Echo Fox looking to get the damage in. Some taps here from A2Z, but he's going to get spotted and sprayed down. So it looks like, I mean, this is a very back and forwards half, to be honest, quite chaotic. A lot of the rounds Echo Fox won, they didn't look too convincing. Same with Splyce, you know, a lot of rounds that they won looked a bit chaotic too. So going into the second half is going to be very interesting. Just to see if, you know, Splyce maybe have just a more dominant CT kind of side compared with Echo Fox. But we do have to have one more round first before we get to that second half. And it's not going to be a good look for Echo Fox, who are stuck on FAMAS's Scout and a Mag-7. So this is looking like, on the equipment standpoint, at least it should go to Splyce for the 8-7, but we'll have to see how it actually goes here. Roka's going to take his Scout straight to the upper area in inner to see if he can get a quick, sneaky frag, but Roka will find none such frag so far. But there you go, they start to challenge. He pops ahead, he gets spotted close and flashed into Oblivion. He tries to escape, but he just can't get out of there, too blind. And despite getting that frag, Davy's going to get not just the refrag, but a second entry to follow up. I think that's Sean Gers who's down now as well. A2Z coming into the flank, and he's going to meet the end of Aria's AWP. And just like that, Echo Fox are just down to one player. And there you go, that's the half, 8-7. Anything that you can pull from that, James? That half. Anything of notes?
Not particularly for me. I mean, there were a lot of, well, there were a few rounds on A where there were 4 or 5 smokes, people running through smokes, shooting people. You know, there's not really much to say about it. It just depends on who goes where, when, and where the other people are facing at the time. So somebody pushes through a smoke and you're facing somewhere else, you're going to get killed. So there we go. Not really, you know, the CT economy got broken 2, maybe 3 times. So Splyce get a lot of rounds on the board there. We will see what will become of these 2 teams on the second half. If you are just joining us, this is the first map of a best of 5 between these 2 teams, the winner of which will be going into the main ECS League North America. This is the first of 2 playoffs. The second one will be tomorrow for North America and for Europe as well. We earlier saw Mousesports make it into the European segment. Let's have a look and see what's going to happen on the pistol here. We've got Roka going towards Ivy. JR and Professor Chaos are pushing actually, so we're going to see a quick engagement over there. As we are over towards B, Abe has multiple people coming towards him. You can see him starting to back off now. Wants to play the ranges with this P2000, and that's why. Going to make it a lot harder. Actually, I think his teammate got a headshot there, but that's a nice tap. Getting saved again. He got one of those kills at least. And that is a pretty nice cleanup by the CT side. So Abe got 1 kill, but it looked like he got 3. It's kind of funny.
This match is such a big deal too to get into this league because, you know, Echo Fox with that org is you know, I mean, they're expected to be able to have a lot of backing, a lot of financial support, a lot of big names, and if they don't make it, that's a kind of big deal. And for Splyce, you know, it would be such a level up too, just insofar as being, you know, to play with the best teams. But then if Echo Fox don't qualify, you don't see Sean Gers in there, you don't see the likes of Roka in there. You know, that's kind of interesting. So the stakes to get into this league are pretty darn high. And so although it is just map 1, so the pressure's probably not, you know, too loaded up just yet. But Splyce with a nice variety of weaponry. My particular favorite being the auto shotgun right there. To close second. The beloved Deagle. So waiting for Echo Fox to make a move.
Waiting for tonight.
All right.
I'm not. I mean, we've got 4 CTs over towards the A site at the moment. Well, Davy's in the B bomb site now with Abe. Lots of T's converging around Pop, but what are they gonna do? We are lacking Kevlar on most of these players. There is a smoke onto Sean Grills. Other than that, we've got some P250s and Tech 9s. Where are they going to go? Got Sean going to A main, perhaps. So it looks like they're going to try for the A split. So I think his smoke goes between connector and the bomb train itself, which means you can't see from the back of A either. That's a nice jumping P250 shot from Mo. Harry's got a nice angle, though, to do a lot of damage here, and JR's going to follow up on these eagle shots. Very nice combination kills between the 2 of them. A2Z is alone, and it does not look like he is going to plant the bomb for his team. So, I mean, I like the idea, actually. That's a I would say, a newer smoke, where people previously were smoking connector itself, just bouncing it off the wall just before connector, so it blocks off the bomb train, so you can't see half the site, essentially, from connector or the back of not the Ivy side, but the other side close to the CT spawn. Has more utility. Get the T's out through Pop. Nicely done. But Aria's angle with the Deagle just did loads of damage to those T's and allowed JR to finish them off. Nice round for Splyce. 3-round lead for them. Echo Fox on the eco once again.
Yeah, the only advantage, I think, of the smoke inside connector is that it deters the CTs from coming out of connector until the smoke is gone. I think that's the only big plus of that variation, locking the CTs away there. But depends on what your aim is, as always. Well, tailor it for the situation.
Well, yeah, it also makes it harder to snipe, or even, well, with any gun, from the other end of the train, because it smokes off at least 1, maybe 1.5 channels over there as well.
Yeah, but it's actually, we're getting some frags here from Echo Fox. Although they are slowly going down now. Yeah, the Deke there on ATZ. Ooh, here comes the backstab. Oh, he's going to use the shotgun. Still good monetary reward on that one. Gonna have Ricks coming in now from Ali as well to try to get something done. But looks like Splyce should be able to just clean them up. He's got no Kevlar, so the moment he's spotted, he should go down. But on train, it can be hard to spot people, but he will get eliminated anyway. 11-7 now the score for Splyce. And they can expect to see the AKs come into play now. And I do wonder how they are going to approach the offense, because train is, again, a bit of a finicky map sometimes. It's very chaotic when you decide to actually run out into the A yard with all the smokes and so on. And likewise B, you know, it's a very chaotic situation, generally speaking. And picking can be quite difficult, even when you have an AWP, so... They have got AKs, however. And just going to be walking towards Ali. Nothing too out of the ordinary here from Echo Fox so far. Just positioned on Ali, positioned on T main above Pop Dog. Pretty much it. Abe putting some pressure in there.
Yeah, Abe's playing really, really close, and he's the only person towards B, so, well, he's backed off now. But playing around the smoke, potentially a bit risque. I love a good auto shotgun, but definitely needs more first stickers on it, because he is currently the king of the auto shotty. Nice idea from Davey, just in case there are people around Pop, suggesting that the CTs have smoked it off, so they get a nasty surprise should they go down the ladder. Always like plays like that. Shell's playing up close, and he is going to strafe up. Nice UMP shot. Got people falling all over the map at the moment. Man advantage for the T's though, but Sean Gez, I was going to say, has to go back and get the bomb, but he's just got absolutely wrecked, which means A2Z has to do it, and there's only 2 T's left. Rix is still above the Pop. Davey is starting to push, and that is a completely nasty shot. I thought it was a bit risky there actually for Davey to do that, because 4 versus 2, I mean, you have a big advantage, but makes it work. So A2Z is okay. I don't know if he was. He did not react there. So yeah, we had a pause coming, but it's been unpaused now. So I'm not sure exactly what happened. Maybe he had to go AFK for a second, but he was definitely AFK when he got killed at that point. But they're all leaving T spawn, so they're just going to get on with it. Perhaps it was the microwave, Dan.
It's always possible. Those microwaves always causing issues.
Maybe he left eggs boiling and they exploded. I definitely don't recommend that.
Have you done that?
Yes. And the entire place smelled for like 2 days. Very, very strongly of eggs. It's not a good look to have exploding eggs left on the boil.
I will take that under advisement. Now, we got Tech Knives. 2 Tech Knives. 2 Deagles. Splyce's economy, I think it's pretty... They're pretty good right now. Yeah, Davey's on 10k.
Oh, the timing! Davey looks away as soon as 3 people come down the ramp. That is not good. And Roka's picked up an auto shotty. His teammate Sean has made it through to the CT side of the B bomb site, but he can't get any frags. So Roka needs to try and dance around the train and play close to these CTs. I respect that, looking at the deagle for the long range, but JR has other ideas. And A2Z seems to, well, what is he doing? I was going to say, it looks like he's running away, but he's only got a deagle, so I don't know why he would run away. But he just kind of stood there and didn't try and kill anyone either. Could have done some damage to the CT economy, but it seems his deagle was more important to him.
Yeah, I mean, for Splyce, really, I mean, I don't think they care too much. I mean, their money is still so good. And the double comes into play again, JR and Arya. Funnily enough, we actually don't see it on Davey, and he was the guy that I saw go a bit ham with it in at the major. But
the thing is, Echo Fox are 6 rounds behind, so they need they need every edge they can get. So I don't know why he was just saving a deagle no armor instead of trying to at least kill someone and, you know, die on his sword in that position. Ooh, interesting smoke by Abe, but he's going to get nothing from it whatsoever. There were 3 people there, so whatever his plan was with that smoke, it definitely did not work out. Default plant coming in from the T's. They have the CTs rotating through CT itself, and Connector. Roka, though, has got himself a nice position. It's going to pay off, but he's going to get flanked by Professor Chaos shortly. Not before A2Z will take down Davey, so it's Professor Chaos left versus 4. And he is trying to get away now in CT spawn. I wonder if Rick's just spotted him, actually. Jumping into CT spawn, it seems they did spot each other. From the back, though, A2Z will come, and that deficit is ever so slightly reduced. But again, it could have been reduced a little bit more had A2Z gone to try and kill some more people in the round prior.
Yeah, indeed. And I feel like Fox are in a little bit of danger if they can't find a consistency here. Although they did have clean enough round there to give them a bit of a buffer, but let's see if Splyce can have a bit of a resurgence. And on the CT side, you can't really do that much creative stuff on this map. I mean, you're pretty static most of the time on the bomb sites, and we're going to see chaos here initially with a lot of grenades exchanged from both sides, and a push from the CT, 2 men going in, and now the sprays are not going to be working in favor of Splyce. Instead, Echo Fox are going to clean them up. Roka over the top of the train, going to be dropping Ario back down again, and now it's just 2 players left for Splyce, JR and Abe, and they're just slowly getting picked to pieces. Echo Fox swoop in like vultures, tearing apart the remnants of the CT defense there on the A site. And that's going to be 13-9 now. Echo Fox actually somewhat breaking a Splyce. Splyce is money. They only need 1 eco actually, and then they can buy. So Splyce has done a decent job saving, but yeah, Echo Fox slowly but surely bringing it back. Double up on T side as well is unusual on this map, to be honest.
Yeah.
I can't say that I'm a fan personally, because it's hard once you get into the bomb sites as a T.
Yeah,
and help your players.
It's hard to get into some of the angles as well. Like I always mention, the CTs get to connector before the Ts get to T main, so you can't really go for a peek in that angle. There are other angles you can peek there from T main. You can peek the back of the bomb train, where between the bomb train and the stopper thing, whatever it's called. I'm not a big nerd on trains. The CTs like to creep that angle as well and look into T main, so you can often catch people there, but you have to be wary of people above the train close to where Professor Chaos is at the moment, because that is a bit of a blind spot. And there we go. Professor Chaos does get taken down close to the spot I was talking about by Sean Gez in T main, and up the ladder goes one of the CTs to the other spot I was talking about, which is a bit of a blind spot if you are in T main, and they start pushing down. Nice parkour there to completely avoid getting sprayed down. That was kind of hilarious. And now Splyce have the man advantage, soon disappears while I'm talking. So much going on at the moment, and JR versus 2 has a CZ. He has a good opportunity to perhaps pick up a weapon here. A2Z though is still on the A site for the time being. Seems the bomb is rotating over towards B, but I don't know if these 2 Ts really want to split up in this situation. Might not be the brightest idea, and that is exactly why. So now it is Rix to plant the bomb. But JR has a lot of time on the board here, so he can try and close the distance and hazard a guess as to where Rix might be.
The funny thing is that if he just goes up the ladder and just tries to shoot Rix in the face, because there's no other play here, because he can't really tap the bomb. Oh, he's just going to run straight up. Okay. I thought he'd try to go silently and just kind of spray around the corner, because it's very likely that his opponent will be there, and there's no other play, because if he taps the bomb, he can't win a fight with the CZ there. He actually has to find a way to get close there, and then just hope that he can win the fight, as he's got no health and an inferior weapon. But it looks like Splyce are getting serious, because we have ourselves the auto sniper. So it looks like they're ready to close out this first map.
It's an interesting position from Abe. Well, I guess like if he's going to get, I was going to say he's going to get smoked off, but it doesn't matter because he has an auto sniper. So that's the whole purpose. He just sprays through the smoke anyway. So we will see if that pays off a bit later on. Aria is continuing with the AWP, and he's playing in that spot I was talking about, which is one of the places you can look at main from. He's actually switched it to the right now, but he was over to his left previously. Perhaps he will go back there later, but the AWP angles, good to know them all on both sides. So indeed, Abe might be finding a bit of action here, and I'm not talking Tinderdan. He has the auto sniper, and they may be coming down to greet his cannon with open chests and open faces.
When will those challenges arrive?
Oh, he's changed position now.
Echo Fox ready to get the push in, but will it be good enough? Professor Chaos close, got the auto sniper long range. It's a lot to deal with here for the T's. Oh, those flashes are pretty savage. Echo Fox are going to receive a couple nasty shots from that FAMAS.
Couple tings.
And they're going to be sent packing. Auto sniper not really even coming into play or too much there. Now Arya's going to see one player. That's going to be the bomb making its way towards A. Arya with the peek now, and you'll miss the second flick shot, but it's okay. JR is there to help him out. Spray comes down from A to Z, but finally, Arya missing a lot of AWP shots there. Perhaps he should give it to Davey. That was a little bit too much in the way of missed shots there, but at least he has JR to cover and get the 2 frags.
I don't think Abe fired a single shot there with the auto.
Unfortunately not.
Yeah, I mean, he had the position through lower, got a bit antsy, and then started looking towards upper. Then he was standing in the middle of the site at the back, like the middle train, which he got smoked off from upper, couldn't see anything, and then just couldn't do anything. So, yeah, nothing doing there. So we're going to see a few highlights here, courtesy of the boys in the back. That nade, oh, just right on his head, like a, I don't know, fruit in a basket, I suppose. Pineapple, perhaps. That was a very nice nade.
Well, we still have to see whether or not Splyce can close this. I've got a nasty feeling they won't close this game, James, because we just have had this theme recently.
It doesn't look likely.
Where teams cannot close matches.
Sorry, I thought you meant Echo Fox.
I mean, they have the auto sniper too on Abe, and it's not, as you mentioned, it's not yet been spotted. So they could end up running into it. So you know, it'd be cool to see if Abe is on point there. Some players are much better with the auto sniper than others, of course. And here we go. We got the Ace coming out from A main. The positioning here from the CT is pretty decent, and the first couple of frags will go through to them as the T's will emerge from the choke points. There's some good AWPing initially, and now Abe's going to come in with the auto sniper. He's got to rotate with it, but it's a good position. Tap, 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 and he's going to find himself one frag, leaving things just down to Sean Gers. Can the handsome man with the plan get his way in this round? He's going to find himself the first one-on-one. Arya creeping around, and now Sean is going to be falling back, and Abe is just sitting on the site, and there's not really all that much he can do in this position other than just try to wait and save positions, maybe try to play fast rotation in the connector. It's probably the most likely thing. Right now he's still thinking that maybe it's a double bluff from Sean Gers, but Abe will probably sooner rather than later, maybe before the bomb was planted, hopefully he's going to realize that, okay, maybe I should just go to connector now, just in case he has had now time enough to run to B. So let me just chill in connector. And you can see Sean Gers was wary of that, trying to get the angle first, using all the time that he can. And Abe actually moving around towards E-box now, and team main. Wow, Sean Gers is going all the way to it. It's actually hilarious because Abe might actually end up with a superior position to catch Sean off guard. This is brilliant.
Oh, the timing.
That is insane.
Is redonkulous.
That is crazy. So interesting. Because you kind of have this, you have this internal clock, right? It's like, okay, now enough time has passed. He can't be B, and Sean did the smart thing in that he took so long that it then became, well, he could be A as well now. So he completely fooled Abe now, and let's see if he's going to be able to get the frag. Abe looks like he's fairly wary of some of these positions that Sean may be occupying, which he indeed is. We got the ladder. Ooh, does he think it's clear? Oh no, he's completely missing. Oh my goodness.
Sean.
That is so sad, so desperately sad.
Did he forget where he planted the bomb? I mean, it was fairly close to the close corner of the bomb train.
But which side is he going to stand to defuse the bomb? Because when you're up there from that angle, right?
Ah, yes, that's true.
Yeah, so
he probably thought that perhaps he thought that the bomb was too close to the corner of the smoke for him to be standing below it.
Yeah,
but he was.
That's actually hilarious.
That's a very painful way to lose a round because the smoke was down for ages.
And he made a really good play by actually going all the way through connector. It had a bit of risk to it, of course, because some players were just standing connector, but yeah. Here we go. Got some openers here from the Abe. Which is nice. I mean, I feel sorry for Abe. He never got anything out of his auto sniper. I mean, he got one frag out of it.
Yeah, so I see the purpose of his gimmicky smoke now.
Yeah.
But they were too close before and he couldn't see them and he got absolutely wrecked. So 16 to 10, Splyce take the first map of this best of 5. So again, that's I think Sean will be ruining that defuse in the smoke.
I think so. Yeah, that was pretty savage, wasn't it? I mean, again, it felt like he made the right place, but then that's the worst thing, isn't it? You do everything right, and it's like, then the guy just diffuses. Like, oh.
Yeah, that is.
Okay.
That's quite sad. That needs that sad music from like me videos. I don't know what that music is, but we need that for this moment because that was a bit brutal. So as you can see, 16 to 10 on Train. Cash is going to be the next map, and Inferno will be the third. Cobblestone and Dust 2 if they are required. We will be back with map 2 in a few minutes. See you soon.